Good morning, dear students. Am I audible and is my screen visible? Somebody please respond.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, thank you. Kindly, those who are present, please mark your attendance by typing your name in the chat box. Complete name along with initial. Right. I hope you have typed your name. So good morning. Welcome to Computer Networks class. The agenda for today is on the second component, that is requirement to build a computer network. So this is the topic that we are going to discuss today. Right. Before actually we look into different requirements of computer networks, let us talk about some basic concepts of network hardware and network links. So there are two types of transmission technology. One is point-to-point link, another one is broadcast link. Again, broadcast link is further subdivided into unicast. Okay, so what is exactly broadcast? Broadcast is nothing but one sender is sending the message to all the participants. So this is broadcast. And if you look at unicast, one sender is sending to only one receiver, one sender and one receiver. So that is unicast. And in multicast, one sender will send to selected number of receivers, that is unicast. So this is transmission. These are the transmission links that you can certainly have. So in your contacts, definitely you can send one message to all the students, all the contact people. So that is broadcast. One to one, it is unicast, and one to selected people at a time is multicast. So this is about casting. It is links. Further, that's what point-to-point link is also called unicast, and point-to-point transmission with exactly one sender and one receiver. Broadcast link, which is known as multicasting, and a wireless network is common example for broadcast link. So communication channel is shared by all the machines in the network. So that is the thing that you should always understand. Next, moving further in computer network hardware, what are the things, what are the basics that you should be aware of? You should know what are the different topologies that we have. Topology, how network can be connected, and what is the devices, what are the devices that are being used to create such topologies. So that's the basic concepts that you should be aware. So you see, for internet, some router is used, some bridges are used, and some repeaters are used, and you just see some hub is used. Hub, bridge, repeater, router, these are all the networking devices. Along with that, you will have the cables, we call it as RJ45 cables. So those cables are also used. And whenever you create networks, there are various topology, various architectures that you can create. So architectures are the way how you connect your networking devices. We call it as topology. And we'll discuss all those things before we step into building a requirement. Okay, personal area network. Basically, this is with respect to the networking you create to your personal devices. What is personal device? Yes, sometimes you use mouse with your personal laptop. So using Bluetooth connection you can have. And the same way you can have the mobile phone to laptop connection or mobile phone to mobile phone connection. These are all one-to-one connection, personal connections, personal devices. We call it as master-slave paradigm. And the system, that is the personal computer, is normally the master, and it is talking to either mouse or keyboard, or even today we have uh, speakers. Okay, Bluetooth speakers, Bluetooth printers are available, and masters, that is the personal computer, tells the slaves what address it should use, what to broadcast, what to transmit, and in what frequency it is transmitting. So all those things. So this is personal area network. Even you can create personal area network. You have a mobile phone, you can connect the USB cable to mobile phone with micro USB, the one end and the one USB. You can have a personal area network. You can create a personal area network between mobile phone and your PC. You can do it. Same way, printer, you can do it. So communication, you can certainly have it. So that is possible. That is possible. And not only that, one laptop can be connected to another laptop. Yes, you can have one laptop. You can connect to another laptop by directly plugging the cable, RJ45 cable, or you can certainly. I think you all know the Share It, one of the very popular app that we are using, even in mobile phones, even in our uh, laptops we are using, in order to share the communication between two computers or two laptops. So one laptop and another laptop, you can connect through Wi-Fi system, and they can transmit data. So that is personal area network. In personal area network, remember, it is point-to-point connection. So one computer or one device is talking to another device. So that is personal area network. And when it comes to the next type is a local area network. Local area network is the network that is widely connected to personal computers with limited area. So you have a Ethernet backbone. We call it as backbone. From the backbone, what you do, you connect the PCs or laptops to the server, and you create a set of networks. The standard for wireless, and you can also achieve this local area network. So within a room or within a building, so you can certainly achieve. You can achieve this by using Ethernet, that is backbone network, and cables you can achieve, or you can achieve through wireless also, wireless LANs. You can achieve. You create a wireless Wi-Fi router. Through Wi-Fi, you can achieve. You can mobile phones can be connected, your laptops can be connected, and other devices can be connected, like smart TVs and other things can be connected. If you connect through mobile phones, then it is called by a standard number called 802.11. It is given by IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. And for Ethernet, is nothing but the cable network. We call it as 802.3. So that is Ether network. So wherein point-to-point networks, you can plug into the backbone network. So that is LAN. That is LAN, we call it as. And LAN can be, I told, LAN can be either through wireless access points like this, or you can achieve through the Ethernet hub or a switch. You can certainly have, and it is connected. So once you come to our college, we can demonstrate how LAN can be connected, created. You can also create a LAN. If you have 5 or 6 laptops, you can connect through LANs. You can certainly connect through LANs. That is possible. And next, we have Metropolitan Area Network. So in popular, it is called MAN, and the best known example of MAN are the cable television networks. So it spreads across the network, and today we see ACT Internet and other internet services that cater the entire city. So the same, it is one of the very good example for metropolitan area network. And recent developments, you can have metropolitan area network using just like WiMAX. So Wi-Fi, just like Wi-Fi, it is also called WiMAX, is 802.16. So a wireless tower is erected within the city. You can have internet connectivity. So that is normally it will be there in offices. It will be there in big campuses. So I have recently visited Infosys and Wipro. There we have WiMAX, and in our campus also we can have WiMAX. So it is within the campus or within some a 1 kilometer or a 2 kilometer range. It is there. So that is also a network. That is also kind of network that we are using. And all our mobile networks, whatever we are using, that is through Wi-Fi, we are getting the internet. So it is very good example for WiMAX. But this mobile network, it connects in across all the cities and other things. So obviously it is termed as a wide area network also. So another very good example for metropolitan area network is cable-based internet services. So we can certainly have internet services. So you have an antenna. Through antenna you get connected to internet, and this is heading towards the network internet server, and same thing, it is connected. Most of the houses in Bangalore city and in most of the metropolitan cities, you do have this networking. So through cable, you get networks. And this is also metropolitan area network, one example. It characters within the city. Wide area network, yes. The network across very a large geographical area. Often it is between the countries or between the continents, certainly you can have. So it is here, observe here, it is routers are used. Routers are used to connect wide area networks. So even though you have subnets, so subnets are nothing but the subnetworks. So they are connected through their. So here, Perth laptops, our network is connected to Melbourne, and Melbourne to Brisbane. It is connected, and of course, you can certainly have the wide area network. Similarly, you can connect countries to countries. You can connect, and you can do data transmission. And in wide area network, what happens? A stream of packets from sender to receiver moves across various nodes. You can see. So sender is only one, and receiver is only one. But in between, you see there are multiple paths exist, and your packet goes through a selected route, and it reaches the destination. And here A, C, B, D, E, these are all routers, in between routers, and routers will decide which is the shortest route from host computer to the receiving computer. So it has been transmitted like this. So even though I'm running my class in RNSIT Bangalore, and I don't know, many students, you said you are from uh, the other parts, Shivamogga and other places, and some other part of the Bangalore city. Still, whatever I speak here, whatever I show here through your Zoom, it has been transmitted across multiple places that you're all watching. So this is one example of wide area network. So this is again through internet. And further, another very interesting, and we are all passionate about this network, is wireless network. So wireless, there are two things. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi will limited to some 100 meters. That's all. Whereas Wi-Fi max is limited to 1 or 2 kilometers. So Wi-Max is very big. And 802.11 is Wi-Fi, and 802.16 is Wi-Max. Wi-Max. So wireless, and you can get network across various regions. You get. So today, most of the devices are enjoying wireless connectivity. Only thing is the social issue is it harms some small creatures, small birds and other things. Other than that, it is completely safe. Okay, so it is having two categories: wireless communication. One is Wi-Fi, and another one is wireless, WiMAX. Okay, that's the basic thing that you should understand. Moving further, there are home network categories. So you can have computer interactions, maybe desktops, PCs, personal, digital assistants, shared peripherals, etc. Entertainment, for entertainment, TV, VCR, camera, stereo, MP3 players, for cell phones, for intercoms, for fax, you can use for microwave, and you can connect, you can control micro oven, fridge, clock, and other devices, household devices through your mobile phone, and telemetry like unity meter, bulgar alarm, baby cams. So all these things you can connect and you can do. So this is home network. Next generation, another 3 to 5 years, you see your house becomes a smart home. You can connect to all the devices and you can control all the devices from your mobile phone. So that is one thing that you should have. Next, very important and very interesting thing is Internetworks. It's a network of networks. Look at here. One simple example that I would like to give. This is a Wi-Fi network, wireless network. Look at here. This is a wireless, completely wireless network. Through wireless access point, host 4, 5, 6, 7. It is connected. This is one network. And this is another network. This is an Ethernet. It is a LAN. It is a LAN where your devices H1, H2, H3 are hosts are connected. So one LAN is connecting to another Wi-Fi system. It is connecting through router. Router connects two different networks. Two different networks. One is Wi-Fi network. Another one is LAN network. And look at here, from router 2 to another router, you have a point-to-point network. And of course, H8 and H9 are connected through again Ethernet. You see, many network exists in the world, and of course, often they are connected through different hardware and different softwares. So Internetwork uses the ISP, Internet Service Provider Network, to connect enterprise networks to home network and many other networks. The collection of interconnected networks are called internetwork, or it is called internet. So, internet is interconnected networks across various types. Across various types. That is what we call it as internetwork. So that is the thing. Next, we have broadcast networks. Broadcast networks. If you look at the broadcast networks, there are various networks that certainly has interconnection through air as the medium to transmit these signals, and they receive the data and it is transmitted. If you use within 1 meter range, that network, you call it as a personal area network. If you use within a room, within a building, within a campus, if you do it, that is a local area network. So you can certainly, either it can be used within 1 kilometer campus, this local area network. Within 10 kilometers across a city, if you create a network, metropolitan area, if you create around 100 meter, 100 kilometers or 1000 or beyond that, so you call it as a World Wide Web or Internet. You can certainly have wide area network or Internet. Certainly you can have, so all these things. So these are all the distance-wise classification of networks. Certainly you should be aware of. Further, moving further, networking devices. In order to create such networks, you need network devices. These network devices are hubs. These network devices are gateways, routers, repeaters, bridges, switches, etc. So there are so many devices, and you should know what device, when to use, and where to use. So networking hardware may also be known as network equipment or computer network devices. Networking devices are products are used to connect networks. As computer networks grow in size, their complexity also grows. So, in order to do internet working, devices are used. Suppose I want to have a LAN of 5 machines. Definitely, I'll go with the hub. So, hub is, see, it supports 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to 8 devices a hub can create. So, how you can connect? You will see in the next slide. Same way, I want to connect one network with another network. I want to connect with one network with another network. Definitely, I should use bridge. So this is bridge. Bridge networks, that is, you can have 8 computers here, another 8 here. I want to bridge them. So if I want to bridge 2 networks, so they should be of the same type, then only you can bridge the network. And I want to extend, there are already some 100 such computers network you have. I want to extend it for another 100, so another very big network. So what happens, as the signal moves from one network to another network, as it transmits over copper wire, the signal become weak. This, you call it as attenuation. Signal becoming weak is called attenuation. So what do? You put a repeater. Repeater is just like an amplifier. So it will enhance the low signal into a normal signal and it retransmits. So repeaters are used. So repeaters, you can certainly have it here, and this repeater will again transmit the data to another next 100 computers. And if you want to connect, you know, two heterogeneous networks, definitely you should use routers. Routers, you should use it if you want to connect. And switch is the new technology. It is connecting to, it is the combination of your hub plus bridge plus router. So it is called switch. It is called switch. And switches are also called as routers. And switches are also called as bridges. Switches are also called as hub, because all four are combined and it is present. Even repeated capability is also there, because switch has a component of store and forward. So whatever the data that input line gets, so that will be stored for a moment, and it will find the best route to the destination, and it transmits in that particular line. So it will store for a while and it transmits. So after it gets transmitted, definitely what it will do, it will store, it will make the signal, it will make the signal as normal signal and it transmits. So this is what you call it as the repeater operation, store and transmission operation, and also finding the best route, that is router. And also it is connected, uh, it is connecting heterogeneous networks, heterogeneous Wi-Fi network, LAN network, or point-to-point network, whatever the type of network it connects. So that's the beauty of all these devices. And anyhow, while connecting, you will understand. You can see here, computers within a LAN are often connected through hub. Hub is a small, you will see like a small geometry kind of device. It's a small geometry. I think power bank type of a device. I think most of you know power bank type of device. So this is hub. So one line with multiple output line. So you can have, and you will also have a bridge. Bridge is having only two links. One is one side link, another side. So remember one thing, bridge can connect LAN to LAN connections. That means both the LANs should be of same type. So then only your bridge can connect. And the third one is a switch. So a segment of LAN that are usually connected using switch. Yes, switches we are having, and modern switches are a combination of repeaters, combination of hubs, combination of routers. So if you want to connect a router, yes, LAN to WAN connections you can perform using the router, and router is also very intelligent device because it finds the best route, it senses, and it has buffer memory. If some line is very busy, what it will do, it will hold for a while, it will hold for a while, and once the line is free, it will retransmit. So that is the thing that you should understand. So hub, let us look into hub. See hub connection, how it is being done. Look at that, you have a hub connection like this, and on the uh, connectivity to the computers. So you are transmitting from one computer, it transmits, it is a broadcast kind of thing. You can see hub is just like this. You can see this is a 6-bit hub. So uh, there are two types of hubs, active hub and passive hub. So before that, a hub is a device that contains multiple independent ports that matches the cable type of network, and hub is considered as the least common uh, denominator in the device concentrators. Yes, it is that. You have two uh, hubs. One is active hub. So active hub strengthens and regenerates the incoming signals before sending data to the destination. So it acts like a repeater. So active hub is a regeneration of the signals. So it is acting like a repeater. Whereas passive hub, just it is a connector. It connects the wires coming from one branch to another branch, and the signal passes through the passive hub without amplification. Amplification happens in active hub, and in the passive hub you don't have any amplification done. So that is only one thing that you should have observed. So normally we use this hub, and when we use this hub, what happens, your topology of LAN becomes star topology, as you are seeing on the screen, star topology. Next we have bridge. When we have bridge, what happens, the device connected and passes the packets from two networks, and more intelligent hub analyzes the incoming packets and forwards or drops based on the address information. Anyhow, All those things, bridges information, you will be understanding in the next modules. But remember, bridge is a device that interconnects two similar networks. Very, very important. Similar networks. And bridge has a table that is used to filter the distance. So whether a packet should pass from one hub to another hub, that is what it is the decision that it will take. Only if it is required, then only it will transmit, or else it will not transmit. So it checks the destination address. If the destination address is within the same hub, it will transmit. It will never transmit back. It will never transmit back, or it will transmit from one side to another side. So this is very intelligent thing. But remember, switches work on similar networks. Next is switch. Switch is a combination of hub and bridge. It's a combination. And remember, here multiple transmission happens, simultaneous parallel transmission happens between the connected devices. When packet arrives at a switch, the switch examines where is the destination, and it will make necessary calculations, and it will send. Switches are easy to install and have components that are you know swappable. You can swap the switches, and normally you can have a backbone a switch. You can create a backbone network. It is the backbone of switch is fast enough to support multiple data transfer at a time. Remember, in a hub, the data transmission is not so fast, but in switch, multiple data transmission happens with the same speed. So that is the advantage. That is the advantage. Anyhow, as you start using it, you will understand all these things. That is a switch, and you can have a interconnection of multiple hubs. You can do it with a switch. You can do it with a switch. The next one is a router. Router connects two distinct, different networks. Different networks. So a LAN can connect to WAN, and WAN can connect to Wi-Fi, and of course you can certainly. And routers are normally works at the third layer. Third layer, that is in the network layer, it works. Router is the only device that works in the network layer. And routers are also used as firewalls. So you write firewall instructions, firewall scripts in the router. So when you write scripts, what happens? It filters out. That's what in the industry they do. You cannot access the normal mails like Gmail, Yahoo Mail, or Hotmail from industry networks. So they filter it out. They write a router, and they filter, and you cannot copy, you cannot paste, and all those things. Many things are there. Some documents you cannot send. So those restrictions, some websites you cannot access. So all those restrictions is done in routers. So these routers are so you can see router works like a bridge. Router works like a uh, bridge, a repeater, and also it works like a switch. So router is everything. So that's why normally in our domestic homes we have routers like this. And you should observe one very important thing. Hubs work in physical layer. Physical layer of your OSI 7-layer architecture. Your bridge and switch work in data link layer, and router works at network layer. Anyhow, we will be discussing all these layers in the upcoming classes. So that's all for today's class. In the tomorrow's class, we'll discuss further requirements to build a network. Okay, so that's all for today's class. All the class recordings notes, everything is available in this particular website. You can scan from your mobile phone this QR code. You can connect. And yeah, Sunil, you have raised hand. You have any question, anything to ask? So, have been telling yesterday also. I told those who have not yet joined the classroom, online Google Classroom link I have sent day before yesterday itself. You have to just click on the link of Google Classroom. You can connect so that you can access all the materials of CN computer networks, study materials, class videos, everything you can access only if you have. Uh,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, Prem, you can talk.
Sir, there is no link, sir. It's just like text. We can't click on that link, sir. Can you just resend it, sir?
Yeah, you can copy it and you can just put it in
No,
the.
sir. You can't even copy that, sir. It's like you have to copy the old text, sir. That whole block of text.
Okay, I will send only the link. Right now,
Yes, sir.
after the class, I'll send. Okay,
Okay, sir.
another 2
So
minutes.
can you just forward the notes into the classroom?
Yeah, definitely, we'll do that. First, I want everybody to join. Definitely, I do. The purpose of creating Google Classroom is for that only. Okay,
Okay.
definitely, I'll do it. And those who are not typed your names, still there are 2 minutes to end the class. Kindly type in your name. That's all for today's class. Thank you. Stay safe. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.